My favorites in the East, the Bucks dropped 112 to 190 against the Celtics. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This game caught me off guard, especially like this blowout. I mean, it was a chance that the Celtics could have won, but the Bucks were playing at home. They had home court advantage, everything like that. Giannis was coming off a great series against the Pistons, and he came out and just struck a duck. I don't know what happened. Actually, this is a very interesting graphic. The largest game one losses since 1984. Bucks lost by 22. That's crazy. They was having a great season, 60-game wins. And Mike Budenholzer, hey, this is the past repeating itself, man. And just based off that graphic, I don't think it's looking good for the Bucks at all. Especially, I don't know how they're gonna even play better than X game. I feel like they could hit more three-point shots because their game is revolved around Giannis driving and dishing, and Giannis being a good passer, kicking it out to shooters. But the shooters did not hit. I think the Bucks shot 13 for 39 from three-point range, and their shooters who's supposed to hit didn't hit. I mean, Eric Bledsoe 0 for 4 from three-point line. Brook Lopez 1 for 3. Sterling Brown 1 for 3. They need Malcolm Brogdon back, the most efficient player on that team. I think he was like 50, 40, and 90 this year, I think. Nikola hit some threes. Ilyasova was 0 for 5 from 3. George Hill was 1 for 3. Pat Connaughton was 1 for 7. 2 for 10 from the field. Why did they let Pat Connaughton get 10 shots? That's neither here or there. Also, the Bucks didn't play that great of defense. I mean, Kyrie went off per usual. Al Horford had 20 points. Now, Al Horford is not a slacker offensively, but 20 points for Al Horford, you're not doing good there. Jaylen Brown had 19. Jaylen Brown always plays well against the Bucks. I don't know. He did this last year. He put up 32 and 34 in last year playoffs first round. Now, let me get to why that the Bucks lost this game, and by a huge margin. First, we have to give credit to where credit is due. The Bucks or the Boston Celtics played great defense, especially on Giannis. Giannis shot 7 for 21 from the field, and Giannis is shooting like 58% on the year. So that's way out of character for Giannis. Also, Giannis only had 2 turnovers or 2 assists. So that means that when he tried to drive and kick, the shooters were knocking him down. So that was a part of the game plan that the Celtics didn't run well. And the Celtics did a lot of helping on the strong side on the ball, so Giannis couldn't make that weak side pass because I don't think he's that good yet to make that pass yet. LeBron can make that pass, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul can make that pass. But Giannis, he's a good passer, but I don't know he's an experienced passer as of yet right now. And I don't want to be a hype beast or recency bias and hot take, but the Celtics are looking like the favorites in the East now. I think they figured it out. I think everybody knows their role. And Jason Tatum, he even played a good game. I think he only had like 6 points that game. Jason Tatum had 4 points that game. So he didn't really play good. If he just gets 12, 13, and Gordon Hayward does the same output with 13 points on great efficiency, they're going to the finals, bro. Maybe the Raptors can sneak one in, but they can definitely beat the Bucks, especially if they can't shoot well. Al Horford, I'm sorry, bro. He exposed Giannis. Giannis was, bro, Shaq called him the Shaq of this era, bro. Unstoppable, the Superman, all that. Dunking on people. I think he had the most dunks, like standing dunks, posterized dunks since like 99. And I think that was Shaq MVP season. And Giannis, I think, is going to be the MVP. And he got shut down by Al Horford. And Al Horford is known for shutting down superstars who are claimed or deemed unstoppable or unguardable. Joel Embiid. He stopped on Joel Embiid ridiculously last year in the conference finals. I think they won 4-1. And then he shut down Giannis this series. 7 for 21. Giannis was 3 for 5 from the three-point line. But that was just Al Horford just leaving him open. You're going to leave Giannis open in this series all day long. Now, what I want to talk about is Gordon Hayward. A lot of people were saying Gordon Hayward, the signing was bad. He's getting paid $30 million a year to do nothing. But if you just take away all that and just look at Gordon Hayward as just a bench guy on the bench, he played very well, especially last series with the Indiana Pacers. Gordon Hayward had 13 points, 5 for 8 from the field. He hit a 3. He had 4 rebounds and 5 assists, plus minus 11. If you just look at Gordon Hayward as a bench guy, I know it's going to be hard, but it's just 1 year only. To look at him like that. Then next year he should play like Gordon Hayward. If you look at him like that, then he played a great game defensively too. And this L for the Bucks, meaning they don't have home court advantage anymore, so that's a loss. And I'm thinking, how are they going to beat the Celtics? One of the things I think they should do better is play better defense and force Giannis to get out in transition, because I think he's the #1 transition player in the league, points-wise and efficiency-wise, all that stuff. The Celtics do get back, though, so Giannis is going to have to be Giannis and power through everybody, because I don't think there's nobody on that team one-on-one that can guard him in transition. Al Horford was doing great in the half-court sets and everything. forcing Giannis away and allowing help defense. And Al Horford did get 3 blocks on Giannis last game. So instead of doing bully ball, man, just get out in transition like you do best, Giannis. 6 dribbles from 94 feet and just dunk the ball. That's how you're going to get your points, and hope that you kick it out to some shooters and they make the shots, because last game they didn't make shots. Especially Eric Bledsoe, man. I was kind of disappointed in Eric Bledsoe. I think he's just still rattled from last series when Terry Rozier busted his ass and nobody knew who Terry Rozier was. In this series, I wouldn't be shocked if the Boston Celtics win this series in 5-6 games, but I also wouldn't be shocked if the Bucks come back and just show totally different energy and win the game, because the Bucks need to hit their threes, bro. They're a drive and kick team. They shoot a lot of threes, even though Giannis is a driver. That's how they get their 3-pointers. And then their offense, they run like Mike Budenholzer did in his last team. They run a lot of flares and down screens to open up shooters like that, especially with Giannis doing the down screen. And they're forced to double Giannis in the paint. And Giannis is a great passer, out the post, all that. I hope they didn't figure out Giannis, because it's going to be real bad for the Bucks running their whole offense through Giannis. If Giannis is not putting up his numbers, the Bucks are an average team at best. And he's lucky, because James Harden did play a bad game today too. So he's still MVP in my book, Giannis is. But I don't know, he's looking like a fraud, And on top of that, he got blown out, bro. This wasn't no close game. They literally looked bad on offense and defense. And they had 90 points. And they allowed the Celtics, who are not great offensively, outside of Kyrie Irving, put up 112. And Jason Tatum played horrible too, and they still won handedly. Wait till they get Marcus Smart. It's going to be real bad. Hope they don't get him this series, though. But Malcolm Brogdon is out, too, for the Bucks. But they've been playing well without Malcolm Brogdon. I'm not saying they're better with him out, but they have been playing well. So, all right, with my closing statements, this is what I want to say. The things I believe Game 1 of the series is a lot of times misleading, as you see with the Raptors every year, or any other team. LeBron team, Cavs, lost last year Game 1, and LeBron himself lost a lot of Game 1s. The Celtics and their game plan was ideal, so I don't think Giannis is going to have a 40-point night unless something happens. You know what I'm saying? Defensively with the Celtics, or he just go off, hit 5 threes in a row, something like that. But this offense and defense for Giannis is going to be real tough. The Bucks will adjust to the Celtics, because the Celtics are not that hard to guard on defense. And the Celtics was shooting well from mid-range. They are mid-range shooter. They're a jump shooting team, period. They're shooting a little too good from mid-range, so I don't think they're going to shoot that good outside of Kyrie Irving. Malcolm Brogdon, he's a great role player. Like, great. He shoots threes. He's great on defense. He can hit his free throws. He can hit his layups. He's athletic. He's everything you want in a role player at the guard position, especially we have a tower like Chris Middleton and Giannis at there scoring other points, and even Eric Bledsoe. But the Celtics do have more talent overall. They do. Gordon Hayward, if he's half Gordon Hayward and is putting up good numbers, 15 points, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kyrie, obviously, Al Horford, and when they get Marcus Smart back, they're a better talented team. And the Celtics do have a better coach in Brad Stevens. Mike Budenholzer is not a bad coach, but Brad Stevens is a better coach. I'm not saying he's bad. But yeah, the Celtics have it on themselves if they lose the series, because they have more talent, better coach. They already proved they can stop Giannis in a way, I don't think they're going to stop him 100%, but they can win when Giannis does this. Usually the game plan for Giannis is let him score his points so he won't kick it off threes, but they did both. They locked down the 3-point shot, and they locked down Giannis. And that continues even half what they did. They're going to win this series easily. But that'll be all for this video, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment anything you want to see. I'm out. Peace.